Good evening and welcome to this Wednesday's SBC News. The National Assembly has debated on a motion to give government a supplementary budget of more than 300 million rupees. The money will be spent next year after the Assembly has given its approval. Today, members were discussing a document on the supplementary budget presented by officials of the ministry responsible for finance. The National Assembly has approved amendments to the AntiCorruption Act to clarify concerning the power of commissioners and the chief executive officer. Presenting the bill yesterday afternoon, the Internal Affairs Minister Errol Fonseca described it as a simple amendment. However, members said that corruption is a national and international concern, and there was a long debate of the issue. They said they want to see results from the Anti-Corruption Commission and the newly formed Anti-Corruption Advisory Council. Most members also approved amendments to the Public Persons Declarations of Assets, Liabilities and Business Interest Act. Following the approval, declarations will now be made to the Anti-Corruption Commission, and spouses and immediate families won't be obliged to declare their assets. The Minister for Employment and Social Affairs, Patricia Franco, has appointed the new Commission for Child Protection effective from the 15th of September this year. The Commission is a high-level advisory committee with the mandate to look at all matters concerning children. It brings synergy with other stakeholders to identify gaps in legislations and policies that hinder the responses to address critical issues impacting on the well-being of children. The chairperson is Ambassador Dr. Erna Athanasius, who will be serving her third mandate as chairperson of the Commission. The other members of the Commission are Linda William Melanie, Justice Matilda Toomey, Ted Babe, Frank Ali, Dr. Odile Dogomarmont, Shirley Choupi, Clive Roukou, Yasmine Omarji, Michel Marguerite, Gillian May, Beryl Laboudalon, and Françoise Larue. The Commission's tenure is for 2 years. The ban on New Local Alcoholic Drinks Production Act 2019 will be removed on the 1st of October. This was announced by the Principal Secretary for Trade, Celia Mangro, during an interview to the press this morning. The Cabinet of Ministers has approved for the removal of the moratorium. During the time the moratorium was in force, the government assessed and, where necessary, reviewed the currently applicable policies and legislative frameworks regarding alcohol production. The International School says it has adopted new measures to ease the flow of traffic in and around the school area at Montfleury. These include opening the school earlier, widening the school car park, and new arrangements for parents to pick up and drop off their kids. The measures, which the school says came into effect this week, has been in collaboration with relevant authorities such as the police. The principal of the International School, Elodie Valentine, said that the initial assessments show certain improvement in the flow of traffic.
We have also increased our staff supervision and opened the school at 7 a.m. in the morning instead of 7:30 to reduce the congestion. And the feedback we have got so far has been very positive in that respect from the local community and residents. We are also very keen to work in collaboration with the various authorities and agencies. We've been in touch with Ministry of Lands and the police, and we want this to be a team effort, because as much as we understand that ISS does bear some responsibility for the traffic issue, we are not the only school in the area. There are 3 schools in Montfleury, ISS, the French school, the Montfleury school. And we want to work with Ministry of Lands, with the police, with the other schools, with local businesses to see what other solutions can be found to ensure that the road users have got as good an experience as possible, as well as our school community.
2 employees of SBC have become this country's first to gain international qualifications as instructors for people to work safely at height. Christopher Apasami and Idris Musmi completed their training along with other staff members. The course entailed both theoretical and practical exercises and demanded physical fitness, quick thinking, and of course a good head for heights.
It's not for everyone, but scaling SBC's transmitting masts is all in a day's work for the corporation's riggers and others operating at height. The trainees had no doubt about what was the toughest skill to master.
Well, the rescue. The rescue, because it's quite dangerous. You can get a suspended trauma if you kept hanging in your harness more than 15 minutes.
6 staff members completed 2 weeks of exercises, which included developing and certifying the country's first 2 qualified safety instructors.
It was very difficult. You have to sleep late at night, learn a lot about the hazard. You have to be aware of everything you do, your surrounding, and also to be able to help someone when he is in trouble.
Hey, listen to what I'm telling you.
The training was provided by a South African ex-soldier and engineer and included instruction in working safely around powerful radio waves and slinging, skills that few here ever had before.
It's a scary prospect, to be honest with you. I am very pleased to have been here and trained these guys and made sure that they know the basics and make sure that they can do their work safely.
More than a dozen SBC staff have now been trained in working at height, receiving internationally recognized qualifications.
Not many people can do this.
The corporation's chief executive underlined his hope that staff can now operate more safely, reducing risk while watching out for the welfare of themselves and others.
And that's it for now. I'll be back in less than an hour's time with the news in Creole.